There's no point in analyzing. There's no point in judging. When the pattern presents itself, we don't have any idea of who is actually going to come into the market to do this for us. For an example, if I said to you, Jared, I'm going to give you a coin, and this coin is weighted in a way where it's going to come up heads 70% of the time. Just because I know mathematically and statistically that this pattern of coming up heads 70% of the time exists, is there still any way for me to know the actual sequence to heads to tails?
Of course not. It's an infinite.
Well, no, I'm saying, do I know the sequence? In other words, I still don't know which flips are going to
heads.
Which flips are going to come up heads. They say which flips. We could have streaks of heads or tails. The point that I'm making is that there is no way to know the actual sequence.
Perfect. There is no way to know the actual sequence. Let me explain what Mark Douglas. This is one of my favorite mentors, online mentors or mentors I never met that I actually learned a lot from them. You have Mark Douglas and you have Trading in a Zone was written by Trading in a Zone by Mark. Is it Mark Douglas again? I think it's still Mark Douglas, right? Yeah. So Mark Douglas was one of my favorite. I think he wrote Trading in a Zone. And what he's saying here is simple. He's just telling you, even though you already know that trading is a game of randomness. Trading is a game of probabilities. You don't know the outcome. You don't know how random those trades are going to be. Let's take, for example, you have a trade that has a win rate of, let's say, 50%. All right? You have a system that has a win rate of 50%. And you get into the market for that day. Your goal is to take 10 trades. You don't know the randomness on how the win and the losses are going to be played. Maybe your first 5 trades can be all losers. Can happen. Maybe your first 5 trades can all be losers, and then your next 5 trades can be winners. Which at that point in time, if you don't incorporate that randomness into your strategy by knowing that the first 5 of my trades can be losers, at that point, if you are using something like a prop firm, obviously you will fail the prop firm account because just those 5 trades in a row, you will breach the 5% daily drawdown. So you need to always understand trading is a game of randomness. Trading is a game of probabilities. So at that point, what I advise you to do, you drop your risks by knowing that, okay, even if I have the next 5 trades to be losers, I'll only be risking, maybe if I'm risking 0.5% per trade, I'll only be losing about 5% or about 2.5% of my account. Or if you don't drop your risks, you should be able to know that, okay, I'm only going to place maybe about a maximum of 4 trades for that day, so that if those 4 trades don't go my way, I'll only be down for 4% of my account that day, and I won't violate the 5% daily drawdown. So you need to always understand. You don't know how the randomness is going to be. You don't know what time you're going to have a win, what time you're going to have a loss. So if you don't incorporate these, most of the time, particularly with prop firms, you blow those prop firm accounts. So if you want to get funded, as always, you check the recommended prop firms, check the link tree